A Boomer Sooner Women's Edition to you, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. Let's preview the OU ladies, women this time around. 2 games this week. The Sooners will play, and we'll preview the Eastern Michigan Eagles out of the Sun Belt Conference. Then we'll head over to the WAC, the Western Athletic Conference, and we'll look at BYU and the Cougars. All next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! And we welcome you back to the show, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. First, let's take a peek at the 2 teams coming into Norman this week. We'll start with Eastern Michigan and the Eagles for 2020 and 2021. The Eagles were 10-10, dead even. And we're also dead even in conference play with a 7-7 overall record. Their final game came against Bowling Green in a 63-47 loss in the MAC quarterfinal round of the MAC Conference Championship. Their head coach, Fed Castro, 2002 grad from Oklahoma, and is in his 6th year in charge of the girls of Eastern Michigan. 2-3 in 5 games this time for the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Scoring leaders for Eastern Michigan, number 10, Andrea Combs, and 20, Danielle Rainey. We'll start. Andrea Combs averages right at 18 points a ball game, scoring-wise, while averaging 6.6 boards and 5.2 assists per ball game. While Danielle Rainey, 15.2 points per ball game, averaging 2.2 boards, and then 1.2 assists per ball game for the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. This should be an interesting one on Friday night, the weekend game this week. BYU, future Big 12 opponent, won't face Oklahoma in the Big 12. Oklahoma should be on their way to the SEC by the time this happens, but anyway, BYU and the Cougars. Friday night. Oh, by the way, the Eastern Michigan game. Tuesday, by the way. Bally Sports, Oklahoma. 5 o'clock. Notice the early tip time. 5 o'clock. Because they're going to double it up with a match at 8 o'clock with the Butler Bulldogs on the men's side. Ladies side, BYU, the Cougars. Friday night, 6 p.m. on Soonersports.tv. Cougars 19-6 this year, or last season, 13-3 in their old conference, which was the Western Athletic Conference. Made it all the way to the 2nd round of the women's NCAAs, where they lost to Arizona 52-46. Their head coach is Jeff Judkins. Coach Jeff is a 1978 grad from the Utes of Utah and is in his 21st year at Brigham Young. The Cougs are 7-0 this year, behind the leading scoring of Shaylee Gonzalez and Paisley Harding. We'll start with Shaylee Gonzalez. She wears number 2 for BYU, averages 19.3 points per ball game, 5.0 boards, and 3.3 assists per ball game. While Paisley Harding averages 17.3 points per ball game, 3.3 boards, and 2.3 assists per ball game for the Cougars of BYU. Sooners of Oklahoma, 12-12, 9-8 in Big 12 play, lost to Oklahoma State 89-80 in the Big 12 quarterfinal rounds last year. Their head coach, Judy Baranczyk, is in her first year in charge of the Crimson and Cream, and is the 2004 grad from Iowa in the Hawkeyes, and is in her first year in charge of Oklahoma. Helping Coach Baranczyk get back to the big tournament this year won't be easy, but it gets a lot easier with not one, but two leading scorers coming in this year. Number 30, Taylor Robertson, and number 22, Anna Lanusa. 30, Taylor Robertson averages 19.4 points per ball game, 4.8 boards, and 3.9 assists per ball game. While Anna Lanusa, number 22 for your Sooners, averages 18.5 points per ball game, 4.5 boards, and 2.5 assists per ball game for the Sooners of Oklahoma. Alright guys, thanks for watching. My name is Harry James. You can catch this and all my other videos on the YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or on the Twitter hype, @HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching everybody, and Boomer Sooner everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.